Hey Scorpios, welcome to your weekly forecast for May 13th through the 20th. This is going to be a general reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, focusing on what is going to be happening for Scorpio with the current planetary changes, as well as the full moon in Scorpio. It's a full moon in our sign, my friends. I'm right there with you. I'm a Scorpio too. Scorpio Sun, Taurus Moon, Libra Rising. Okay, let's see what is going on with our Scorpio friends. And as always, guys, those of you who want a more extensive love reading, the love readings are done separately on my channel. So there's a link in the description of the video that'll take you to the love readings if you want to check that out after this. Here's your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm using one of my favorite decks today. I love this deck. Those of you who are deck junkies like I am, as always, there's a link in the description of the video that will take you to check out the deck if you like it. Six of Hearts is coming up, Scorpio. This is interesting, and I'm going to tell you why. The Taurus influence that we have right now with the planetary changes and, you know, coming in along with the Scorpio full moon, the kind of a balance from what I have read. I am not an astrology expert by any means. I've said this a billion trillion times on this channel. So I just kind of read stuff and I pass along my understanding of it. From what I have read, because of the Taurus influence and because of the way that the Scorpio moon is making us kind of uncover our secrets or do digging or facing our fears or battling our little personal demons, a lot of people are coming into this longing for being grounded and, you know, like connecting in the sense of wholeness, connecting with a sense of home. So some people are going to be feeling a really strong pull towards the earth and towards nature. Some people are going to really be wanting to connect or feel a wholeness or a completion with nature overall. Other people, from my understanding, are going to have some kind of a karmic, well, maybe not necessarily karmic, but some unfinished soulmate business resurfacing. And Six of Hearts is a reconciliation card. So it's pretty safe to say, even though I'm not focusing on love really in the weekly readings too much, it's pretty safe to say, Scorpio, that a lot of you are going to have some unfinished business show up from the past. Only it's not coming up this time in a way where it's coming to test you or to challenge you. It really is for closure and it really is for healing. Okay, it really is coming in to right some wrongs or answer some unanswered questions, finish some unfinished business. For some of you, it could very well end up being a reconciliation, like a forever reconciliation, where maybe the timing wasn't right before, but the timing is right now. But there's definitely a significant return into your life. Okay, some of you are just coming into a sense of peace or forgiveness, forgiving yourself over the past or forgiving yourself for anything you were blaming yourself for. But for the majority of you, I really, really do feel that this involves another person and this involves some kind of getting together, coming into a new agreement. You know, some of you who have had a relationship that's been rocky or on the brink, it may be coming into a time of finally being healed or resolving or coming back together again. Some of you are dealing with issues. Again, keep in mind, we're talking about security here. So some of you are dealing with setting boundaries with a relationship partner or family members around finances. Okay, maybe there's been some financial disagreements within your relationship or among family. Maybe you feel like you're giving too much or you're doing too much or somebody else isn't doing enough. And so there could be some healthy boundaries that are going to be coming in the beginning of the week where you are setting some you're drawing the line. You're drawing the line. Some of you Scorpios, you're cutting somebody off financially. Some of you Scorpios, you're coming into a more financially independent energy, and so you maybe for a while have had people reaching into your pockets because they think you're like Daddy Warbucks or something, you know, Mrs. Moneybags here, Mr. Moneybags here, and so you might be again putting some kind of drawing some kind of line with certain people. Okay, some of you may have had a relationship in which the person or family or romantic relationship where like people don't give you the time of day, but they'll try to make up for things by, you know, taking you somewhere, buying you something, and some of you are putting an end to that where you're like, look, it's really nice for you to give me things or to do things for me, but I would rather that you not be a jerk or like I would rather that you pay attention to me or spend time with me. So I am getting a lot here in terms of like boundaries and like new agreements or new contracts for whatever reason for Scorpio. Your Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm not, well, wow, that was a lot of days. Nope, not Friday yet. Your Wednesday, Thursday is, Major Arcana. The Wheel of Fortune. Something is moving forward, my darlings. So this is it. Whatever's coming back from the past, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Scorpio, you are all about it. You are all in. This is happening. You are moving forward. I don't know why, but, and this has come up with a few of the different readings, I feel for a lot of you, this is going to be a physical move. Like you're talking about moving, or something's opening up, or somebody's telling you about a place that's available, or some of you are getting ready to move in with a person, or like looking into buying property. Some significant shift is happening. And again, it doesn't surprise me too much because we have the Taurus influence right now, and Taurus is very much about comfort, very much about stability. And this is what's interesting, is that the wheel is coming up for you 3 days before the full moon in Scorpio, in our sign, mind you, which we're feeling more intensely. If you're moon sensitive, you may really start picking up on the moon energy about 3 days before. Now, I'm super duper moon sensitive, and I can tell you I have been feeling that way since like Thursday or Friday of last week. Like I'm really sleepy, I'm really tired. I have a lot of like, uploads that I'm receiving, or downloads that I'm receiving. Actually, I should say downloads. Receiving a lot of downloads, sending up a lot of uploads. But a lot of Scorpios are going to be really midweek feeling that full moon energy where it's coming to the time of like Scorpio facing the demons, facing the fears, facing the situation at hand, getting down to the nitty gritty of it. So a lot of you Scorpios, you're ready to bust through something. Like I'm not even into sports, mind you, let alone like football. I'm not like a football person, American football. I'm not into like, soccer either. I'm not like into sports really. But there's this very strong energy, and I'm getting this visual of a football player, and you'll have to excuse me, I don't know what the positions are called, but like the football player, he's in his gear, he's got his helmet on, he's holding the ball, and he's about to like charge through the line to try to get to the goal. Like that's the visual I'm seeing. Like what you're up against, who your haters are, who's going to try to block you from breaking out of the current situation and going for that touchdown. You know who's in the way, but you're like, I'm still ready, I'm gonna bust through. So it's not just the wheel of things moving forward, Scorpio. I feel a lot of you are just in this very determined, somewhat aggressive energy where you're like, I am this wheel, I'm gonna start spinning, and ain't nobody gonna stop me, nobody's getting in my way. Like you're plowing through like a train. So I do feel like a lot of you are making a decision to move forward. I think whoever or whatever is coming up from the past is a big part in this, in the moving forward, or having the confidence or the ability to move forward. But the wheel energy to me, Scorpio, is feeling really strong to me, like you're releasing and you're letting go of old contracts, old ties, and you're just coming into a new way of doing things, into a new energy, moving forward. Anything you've been procrastinating, anything that's felt stuck, you're facing the beliefs and the fears that were keeping you from busting out. And now that you're finally facing it, you're busting out, okay? Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Another major arcana, you have Justice. Okay, some of you may be dealing with a Libra, not necessarily, but some of you may be. Overall, the Justice card here, my darlings, is about a new contract, a new way of doing things, a new kind of understanding. The Justice card can also be about some kind of something that's owed to you that you're receiving. Okay, something that's owed to you that you're receiving. So it could be that you're in this energy where you are going for, how can I say this? I guess the best way, I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words a little bit. A lot of you Scorpios have for a very long time, and I've talked about this, and I as a Scorpio can relate. The last like 10, 12 years for a lot of Scorpios have been rough, have been like beyond rough. And so a lot of Scorpios have been in that energy of like paying back karma, maybe, or like life lessons, karmic lessons. And the Justice card coming up makes me feel, Scorpio, that there's a shift where now you're collecting the benefits of your good karma, because there's negative karma and there's good karma, right? So we pay back and we receive. And so a lot of Scorpios, you've paid your karmic debts, and boy, have you paid your karmic debts. And now the Justice card makes me feel like you're coming into a time of receiving your good karma. Like whatever you did when you were paying back the negative karma, where you learned your lessons and you were like, you know what, I'm going to be high vibrational in this situation. I'm not going to take the low route. I'm not going to take the low ground. I'm going to stay high vibe. I'm going to be in my faith. I'm going to keep moving forward. And you did things in turn that blessed others. Now is a time when you're collecting a reward. Albeit we know we don't do good for the purpose of collecting rewards. We do it because it's the right thing to do. But laws being what they are, you get back what you put out. And you've been, despite in the face of opposition, in the face of difficulty, you've been trying really hard, Scorpio, to put out good, right? And so now there's you're reaping the benefits. You're reaping the benefits and the rewards that are coming in for that shift, that positive high vibrational shift that you made, and you are receiving. You're coming into receiving. I do feel for some of you Scorpios, there's actually going to be a contract that is coming in that's going to protect some future asset. Okay, it could be for some of you, you're going to be offered a contract for a new job or a business agreement that, you know, having it on hand is going to protect you, because there's going to be a lot of financial success coming in. And so that contract is going to be a foundation that's going to keep your finances or your work safe. I feel that for some of you. It could also be for some of you like a prenuptial agreement. It could be a business agreement. It could be like a lease or something that you're signing for a new place, or new place that you're moving into. But I do feel for some of you it's actually like literally a legal thing. But for a lot of you, even if it's a legal thing, it's still connected to Scorpio collecting the prize, collecting your good karma, collecting your karma payout, okay? Your karma lottery, your karma lottery winnings. And that's exciting, my darlings. Do check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more or add a little extra information. Private readings are available through Calendly. The link is in the description if you want to book with me. Albeit, guys, from the time this video posts to 2 weeks after, I will not be doing any private readings in this 2-week period of time. But you can still schedule. You can schedule for when I'm back. And during the little break, I'm going to be planning a lot of changes for the channel, a lot of new things I'm working on to start putting out. You'll still get the weekly forecasts, you'll still get the love readings, you'll still get the cross-watching stuff. And I'm still, even during the 2 week break, I'm still going to be on Facebook and Instagram posting the daily card and the daily pick a card game. That's not changing. I'm going to keep doing that as well. And a lot of you are asking about the next psychic sale. I'm going to be announcing the next psychic sale on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm going to try to do them every so often. But they're going to be for a limited number so that the calendar doesn't get booked up 4 or 5 months in advance like it did last time, and so that I don't get so buried to where it's hard to keep up. I love reading for you guys. I'm more than happy to read for you guys. Don't get me wrong. But, every single person that comes for a reading from me, whether it's a $20 reading or a $100 reading, I want to give each and every single person like 110%. I know that this is something that you guys are, you're like, when you come for a reading, you're really wanting to look into something and you're spending your hard earned money. And so I want to give 100%. And so if I can limit those spots, then I know I'm coming in with more energy and, keeping things more high vibe for you all. I want you to have a good experience. I want you to get a good reading. So that's another change I'm going to be making. But I thank you for watching. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for being here, Scorpio. Sending you so much love.